a variety of the animals, not all of them, just a variety
Yeah,
of what
this
we
is our
have.
variety.
Good, bad.
Good, bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
How many pieces of fur do you think we have here altogether? Offhand.
120,
120 pieces of fur?
130
130?
in there.
Okay, how many did you skin?
3. How many did you skin?
I am about 127.
How many Grandpa skin?
Oh, 10.
Yeah. Should have had him standing here.
Isn't winter fun? Down there hanging up the fur. Some of it you have a quota. You can only catch so many.
Fisher, Martin,
Fisher, well, our
beaver.
fisher, martin, beaver. Is that it? That's all we have for a quota?
Yeah.
The other animals, fox,
Fox, muskrat.
weasels, muskrats. You can catch as many as you want. And some of them have to be skinned with the fur out, some with the fur in. So when you catch the ones that you need the quota for, then after that it's just basically you're just playing around out there, right?
Yeah. Trying to catch other animals. So then, on an average season, we catch 50 beaver. Well, we have to for our 75%. We catch between 50 and 60 rats, 20 otter, 10 raccoon, couple fox. Our fisher quota, our martin quota, usually about 20 mink. That's about it. This is a muskrat. We catch usually around 50 of them. We've got a couple now. Have our otter here. Only got a couple out. We usually catch between 15 and 20. Mink, usually catch 15 to 20 of them too, depending in a year. Oh, still got a nail in it.
Somebody left a nail in it?
Yep. Beaver, catch 50 of them. Our martin, our quota. Fisher, our quota. Fox, we usually only get a couple of them. Raccoon, we catch 10 usually of them. Just the odd time we'll catch weasel if they get in the fisher trap. And that's about it. This is an otter. It's stretched inside out. That's how they want them done. We skin them. Well, I don't. Grandma does. She stretches them. Then you, what do you call that? You put the wedge in so it doesn't dry tight to the board. Then you pull it out and pull it off a lot easier. Beaver, they're stretched in a oval. I don't know why, but that's the way they want them. Same as the otter. Raccoon, they're stretched inside out. Fox, they're stretched with the fur out.
Yeah, but what would they be? Pile of hump or something.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Just say they're getting ready to go to the auction house now. They're all dried, stretched and dried.
Here's a better example.
Give North Bay some.
Yeah, we'll give North
Say
Bay.
we ship to North Bay, other people
We stretched them so they fit in the bag. No, I don't know. We stretched them, I don't know what to say.
You say you have to stretch them to dry them and send them to the auction house.
Well, there, you did a good job at that.
You said that's your quote of Martin.
Oh yeah, that'll be a nice picture, eh? I don't know what to say. You want me to tell you the quote is?
Well, you don't have to say how many, just say that's your
So
quote
the
of
beaver
Martin.
fur, it's some of them are real blonde, like a brown. Some of them they're blacker. This one it's a little darker in the middle, not as light up around the head. I don't know how they grade them, but it's just the different colors of them. Like your Fisher, some are gray, some are real black. Just different animal, just like a different person. The muskrats, they average at the sale about $8 to $10. We're hoping. The mink, they're 20 to 30, and marten, they're 65 to 100. Gran'ma, is that about right?
Well, on a good year, that would be nice. And then you got your Fisher. They could be anywhere from $40 in excess of $100. Beaver again vary. You could get $5 a hide. You could get 100 and something a hide. On a good year, that would be really good. Foxes vary. They could run about $65 to $100 a hide. And beaver, what do we got here? Otter?
Yeah.
Otter's another thing. That price varies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You'd like to get $100 for a hide, but you're lucky if you do. 60 would be nice. 80 would be nice for the work involved.
Yeah.
So I guess that's basically everything we've got.
What about the
The raccoons? Well, raccoons are something different. I mean, $5 to what? $15 for one of those?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
They might be more. You never know.
Yeah, somebody else might get better prices than we do, but maybe somebody's got somebody that knows how to skin better than we do. Now, this is what we call a fleshing board, and this is what I used to do an otter. I don't have one here right now, but if I were to skin it, when it's done being skinned, I stretch it down over this fleshing board. Then I grab my big knife, and then you just start taking the fat off it all the way down. So then, when that's done, you take it, and this is what Klayton's just doing one that's dried now. I would put it on this board, and then you nail it down to dry, and you let it dry, I'd say 5 to 7 days probably would be good enough. And then when it's done drying on the board, you take the nails out, and then you can take it off your board, and then it's ready for the next one to go on. So this is a real handy piece of equipment for doing an otter. And one of these and one of these are a great help as well. Oh, this was a coarse otter. I forgot to put his legs in. Hammer's not working very good. Did you get it?
And there's the finished product, ready for sale.
Okay, so a lot of people use wire stretchers. We use board stretchers. The stretcher is something you put the animal on and you stretch the animal over it. This happens to be a muskrat board. So here's a muskrat that looked like this, and it's been skinned, and and then it's been put over this board to dry. This one's just about dry, it's ready to come off the board. And we have a meat board stretcher. It's for these guys here. He's been dried on that board. We've got a board for Martin. This is our Martin board. And that's for these guys here. These Martin. We've got boards for Fisher, which would be this one here. And this is a Fisher, which has been dried. It's ready to be shipped out. Got a board for foxes, so that's your stretcher for a fox. And there's your fox done. And we have an otter, which is still on the board, drying. So that would be an otter there, drying on the board. It's ready to come off. It can be taken off any time. And then your beaver board. So there's the board. There it's stretched on there, drying. And I guess raccoon. We have a raccoon board. I guess they're all used. Raccoons are drying on them. And I guess basically, oh, no, one more. The little weasel. He takes a real small stretcher, which I don't have on hand. I don't know, someplace. Yeah, this is what we use for the weasel. Just a tiny little stretcher. And that, I guess, is basically it. Okay, so when we pack, everything's all dried and it's skinned and boarded and it's ready for the auction house. So we pack it into these bags, and a fur truck comes right into our little town here of Denby, and we drive it down there, and guy picks it up and takes it. We send our fur to North Bay. That's where it goes, and it goes to the auction house. Then they grade the fur. They do all kinds of stuff to the fur. I don't know exactly what they do, but so then buyers come in from overseas and around the world to buy the fur, and I guess then they're making hats, trim for coats and trim for various articles of clothing and whatever. And then I guess that's it. We just sit back and hopefully we make some money on the fur.